You know when your enemy or your opponent is doing well, they can still be your enemy, they can still be your opponent, they can still be your rival. But you always have to tip your hats when they're doing well or doing better than you. I would be a fool to come here and say, well, that's not that very good, or they've been lucky, it's been fluky, or well, really they've been overrated. It's consistency. So what does the saying go? Once is an anomaly, two is a coincidence, three times it's a pattern. They've played well from game one. They've played well from game one. They've looked good, positive, been cohesive since game one. I can't hate on Arteta. This was a guy that I said, look at this guy. This guy putting out cones. He's the guy that fetches the water bottle for Pep. I can't hate. I can't. Like, I'm trying. I'm trying to find, okay, hate. It's like if you like, I've got like this like freaking Inspector Gadgets. Like, where can I find like hate pebbles in the freaking desert? I can't find it. Odegaard, man, captain, amazing technique, 2 Gs, 2 Gs. Second G was money. Jesus, he may not score. Like, if Jesus adds goals to his game, he's one of the best players in the world. Simple. If Jesus added more goals to his game, he's one of the best players in the world. Because if you just see the stats, like, who's this guy? He had this scores. He says crap. If you watch the games, the amount of times this guy drifts past guys, the amount of times this guy goes past 1, 2, 3, 4 guys, how smart he is, his ball control, his balance. This guy is a quality player. All he's missing are those goals. So if you can just be clinical and just get more goals, you're looking at one of the best players in the world. But you can see how vital he is to the team. And even look, your boy Ben White and everything, who I used to clown, everyone is looking solid. Everyone's looking solid. And I can now see how important Partey is to this team. Can they win the league? No. They can't win the league. Because Man City are too good. And City are too experienced to do so. But I can't predict the future. Nobody can. People try to and everything, nobody can predict the future. And football has shown us that expect the unexpected. So if Arsenal win the league, I'll be shocked. I'll be surprised because I know how good Man City are. And I know that this isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. I know that you don't win it after 12 games, 14 games, 20 games, 25 games. It's who does the best out of these 38 games, if you get to 38 games. So this is a marathon. Right now, Arsenal have a nice lead. But as we know with marathons, the guy who wins the race, he's probably third or fourth. 20% of the race or 30% of the race. Then by the time you get to the 75% of the race, 80% of the race, that guy who wins it now makes his move. It's a marathon. So I can't come and say, Arsenal will definitely win the league. I have to go via experience, via what Haaland is, via what Pep is, via what they've done. The fact they've won 4 in 5. Fact of they did 198 points in 2 seasons. They've done 90 plus points, I think 3 or 4 times. I have to go with Man City. But Arsenal are asking the question. Because this was key. City drop points, Arsenal, what are you going to do? Are you going to respond? When City slip up, are you going to respond? Are you going to drop points as well? They did not. So now Arsenal, they're answering questions. They're answering questions. So, and I'll leave you with this. Maybe Arsenal fans deserve this. Because if people say Chelsea, trust in the process. We have to suffer. And Arsenal have suffered, and we clowned Arsenal. We ran onto AFTV and clowned them. Life is about peaks and troughs, highs and lows. And we laughed and clowned and laughed at Arsenal's lows. They're up. These guys are up. So maybe you trust in the process. But you have to find the right guy. So maybe Arteta is that right guy, But it is just amusing seeing just how useless and bad and crap Chelsea are with some of the worst players I've ever seen wear a Chelsea jersey. And just look at just how much better Arsenal are. It's interesting. It's interesting, man. 5 points clear, man. Going into the World Cup break. Subscribe, and we'll talk about it tonight on the Hangar. Join me on the Hangar tonight as we talk about this. One love.